morning, I'm Chris Brennan. I'm a director at WebWay 1 and we're here today with Bill McGregor, who's the CMC director for Corps Security. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about WebWay 1 and the solutions that Corps provide. We're also going to draw out some of the real benefits of Corps CMC. So, as you know, WebWay 1 is an alarm transmission service provider. We integrate to alarm panels for SEER alarm transmission, for network monitoring, and for the remote management of alarm panels and other systems as well. I'm going to ask Bill a bit about Corps CMC and the benefits of SEER transmission, some of the reporting tools. So thanks for coming in, Bill. If you could sort of enlighten us a little bit on Corps Security and those benefits of SEER.
The Corps Security, we've got a control room near Glasgow Airport. We've been developing that for the last 11 years. We've fairly recently just upgraded our alarm receiving system to use Sentinel Plus. One of the benefits of doing that is we've been able to incorporate the WebWay unit. The WebWay unit is capable of sending the SEER format to us. And from that, when you've got much larger installations, NHS hospitals, that type of thing, you're capable of taking much more information from the site, and from that we can then provide much more detailed information to our installers. So when an alarm goes off, instead of just saying there's an intruder alarm going off, we can pinpoint that to a specific area of the building or the site. If it's panic alarms, we can send the emergency services much more specific detail on where to go to and to get to the problem very quickly.
Sure. And how does that enhance the reporting for an installer? You know, if he's maybe looking at an incident that might have happened and looking at the audit trail, or even maybe looking at a repeat offending detector or something, how does the reporting tools in Sentinel and the combination of CS and WebWay help him?
Well, the Sentinel Plus system has a web portal for the customers and installers, which we set up, it's all secure. And when they go in there, again, instead of just seeing the fact that there's been an intruder or a fire or tamper alarm, they're actually seeing specifically where the alarm is, a lot more information around what happened before, during and after the trigger. So that enables them to go to site a lot more informed to either deal with the emergency, if it's emergency services. If it's the installer going to fix a problem, he can go there armed with all the right spares in his van and go and deal with the problem a lot more efficiently.
Excellent. We're going to go on and we're going to talk about some of the other services that you provide, like managing the TDSI system and some of the Extralis solutions. So we'll go on next and talk about those things. Bill, we're now going to talk about the integration between WebWay, TDSI and Corps Security. Before we go on to that sort of convergent solution, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Corps Security's partnership program, why you do it and the benefits to installers?
Sure. The idea is that we're partnering with high-end, high-quality systems, and we're taking people like yourselves, TDSI, Extralis, and we're going to customers and offering them, a complete solution to their issues. By doing that, we're taking a lot of the hassle out of the design for the installer and for the end user. With the TDSI product, door access system, we can offer things like the complete door access management remotely. By that I mean we can issue cards, we can manage the cards, people coming and going from a company. The full service that would normally be handled on site, we can do that remotely and just take all the hassle out of it.
Absolutely. So installers are really looking to fit the products, design the solution, fit the products, maintain the hardware, and Corps Security is providing these extra sort of more softer services to those installers, identifying faults, managing the system better, taking that hassle away.
It's all the value added stuff that we can do, and especially when you've got things like companies who are geographically all over the country, we can centralise that management and give them a consistent and efficient
Brilliant.
service.
Excellent. So, in simple terms, the WebWay not only provides your network monitoring, your connection to the panel for SEER and remote management of the panel, but as you can tell with core services combined, we can also provide a conduit out to a product like TDSI for its full management over IP or GPRS. We're going to go on next and talk about the Extralis range of products that the WebWay supports and how that's integrated at Corps CMC as well. Okay, Bill, we're now going to talk about Extralis. Obviously, Corps Security has a strong partnership with Extralis. You've got many connections with legacy fast scan and fast trace solutions. The WebWay solution integrates to the fast scan so that you can remove the cost of the ISDN line. So there's a small plug on board to our device which gives an RS-232 serial connection to the fast scan. Do you want to go through for us some of the benefits that you see for an installer and end user moving away from the ISDN connection but retaining the fast scan and retaining the monitoring into Corps Security?
Sure. Well, for the end user and the customer, obviously there's the cost of the ongoing ISDN line rental, there's the cost every time there's an alarm triggered. So by putting on your board, you can get rid of those costs, and it's a fairly standard broadband sort of connection sort of thing you'd have in your house. Is replacing that cost, which is minimal in comparison. From the ARC's point of view, you know, the broadband is more reliable. You know, you don't have channels locking up like you do having with ISDN. We can put more testing. We can sort of send a communications test between us and the customer to check the line's still okay. Regular intervals throughout the day. There's a slight speed issue improvement, and just a lot more.
You know, it's much more cost efficient,
more cost effective
for the
client, and reliable.
Yeah, absolutely. Another feature of the WebWay solution is we do provide GPRS backup. So if there was a line cut, for instance, then we can send the pre, post and trigger events into the ARC. You see that as important to installers?
It's a very important point, because if somebody, you know, is stealing and breaking in with a view to stealing the recording device, first thing that's going to happen is the line's going to disappear as they cut the power, etc. With the GPRS solution, at least the ARC is getting notification that there's been a trigger and can report that to the police straight away. So there's a much bigger chance the police are going to be on site before the intruders walk off with the unit.
Absolutely.
So it's rare to have the dual signal the same as you do with the intruder alarm systems, but I see that as a great plus.
Sure. And WebWay also integrates to the new Extralis products, well, the Fast Trace 1 and the 2. So in that instance, our solution and our signalling architecture means that you don't necessarily have to have a dedicated broadband. Obviously, you know, similar cost benefits to the installer for that.
Just giving the end user a lot more options.
Sure.
If they want it. So
yeah,
again, it's all positive.
Absolutely. So as you can see, the partnership of WebWay and Corps Security really enables an installer to buy a complete solution, a total solution, one that's you know, not only for intruder alarm signalling, but obviously a solution which starts to converge other applications, and those applications are fully supported by Corps CMC solution with a lot of value-added services. I'd like to thank Bill for coming along to WebWay in Newbury today and going through some of those elements with us. Thank you very much, Bill, and I'm sure we'll talk again. Thank you.